What's up, everybody? So my name is Lamar Caphart Jr., the CEO of Stevens Lawn Care. And I started this channel to share tactical and real advice to scale from 0 to 6 figures and beyond. And this is not that motivational fluff or foo-foo stuff. It's not about storytelling. I'm about giving you real tactical advice that you can take and actually apply to your business and scale it. Some background on myself. I have over 10 years experience in the landscaping space. I started off working with my grandfather, and he's been doing this since the late 80s. So I got some experience there. I went to college, got a degree in computer science. I've actually been working in that space for over the last 10 years. About 8 years ago, I started Stevens Lawn Care with my dad. I came to him with a proposition about how we could do this together. He had experience, I had experience, and ended up working out. He handles a lot of the front end stuff, like working with the crew, getting the crew out, training them up, working with the customers, delivering the product. I do a lot of the back end stuff, helping with our finances, working with CPA teams, marketing, strategy, pricing, all that good stuff. And I really dive into it. It works out great because we're like two sides of the same coin. So he gets to handle one side, I handle the other side, which is unique. So I'll also be speaking to that perspective when I'm giving out tactical advice. And over the last 10 years, I've also helped companies save hundreds of thousands of dollars annually by cutting costs, optimizing their operations, putting in technology, being tech first, whereas my IT experience comes from. And I've also helped companies scale well above $1 million. Same thing, optimizing operations, adopting AI, adopting software and systems that help your business run smoother. So all these lessons I've gathered throughout the years between my IT experience, helping other businesses grow, helping my business grow, I have a lot of expertise to help you get some tips to hopefully grow your business. For Stevens, we started back in 2017. We ran it as a DBA. My dad started working on the weekends until we filled up our schedule and we had that first year. We switched to an LLC in 2018. In 2020, we had a major setback. So when some guys were able to grow and get a lot of customer base in 2020, we actually declined quite a bit. We was around about 75,000 a year at that point. After really doing some soul searching, research, finding some gurus out there, we've been able to scale past $500,000 currently today. So we had a couple years where we grew by double or triple, and then last year and this year, we've had about 15% growth. And we're looking to scale beyond $1 million within the next 2 years. And our transformation came from dialing in our systems, our marketing. From a systems perspective, we got a CRM, a real CRM. I started off with Yardbook, and then I moved over to Service Autopilot, a little bit more serious, has more automations, really easy to manage as we grow because we got over 250 clients, so it's really hard to manage that on a free software. And as far as marketing goes, we end up researching a lot, and I've deep dived really into SEO over the last year and a half on the organic front, and obviously AI coming in, so we've been studying that as well. And then on the mindset is treating it as a business, not a hobby. At first, the first few years, I was kind of like doing other stuff and hoping it was just gonna take care of itself. Me and my dad did not know how difficult it was, so we're also trying to help you guys learn. So what does that leave us today? So today we are still optimizing our crews, learning how to hire better. We're learning to leverage the softwares and systems out there like Zapier or Zapier, however you want to say it. Jotform, customizing certain processes to automate as much as possible to become very efficient. I continue to help other business owners scale or speed past all the stuff I've learned over the last 8 years. I've also been a part of some coaching groups over the last year. I went to my first business conference for the company this year. I plan on continuing to go to that, continued education so we can elevate. So on this channel, I'm probably going to be using a whiteboard here and really breaking down numbers or strategy or comparisons. Also letting you guys know what kind of materials I've studied, what groups I'm in, and hopefully this can speed you up. There's going to be a focus on lawn care and landscaping, but I have experience in IT space, legal space, moving companies, other things like that. I do have a mind that's set up to look at all business and home services. So if you're serious about running your business as like a real business, so you can have your profits and the systems dialed in, and you want real tactical advice and not none of that motivational foo-foo stuff, and it's not gonna be no crazy production and all that. I'm sure if this channel grows, I'll scale it a little bit. I like Alex Hormozy's style, for example. He does this like white paper and he just does this very tactical. I study him a lot, things like that. Continue to stay on the channel, subscribe, watch us go over $1 million, maybe even scale to multiple locations, and you guys can witness the growth right here.